This isn't just a story, it's a confession. I've tried to bury what happened deep inside, tried to rationalize it, ignore it, chalk it up to sleep deprivation or a bad trip. But none of that fits. None of it explains what I saw that night in those woods. I haven't told many people. Mostly because I know how it sounds. Insane. But it's real. As real as the scars I still have. It started a few years ago. I was going through a rough time. Bad breakup, dead-end job, the kind of life that just grinds you down. One Friday night I needed to clear my head, so I decided to go camping alone. Just me, the trees, and silence. I picked a remote area in northern Georgia, one I'd found online with good reviews, nothing too touristy. I arrived just before sunset, parked, and hiked about a mile in to find a spot away from the main trail. I set up camp, made a small fire, and tried to relax. And for a while, I did. The woods were quiet, peaceful. No phone signal, no emails, no noise. But sometime after midnight, things changed. It started with the wind, still and dead one moment, then suddenly howling through the trees like a warning. Then came the footsteps. Not animals, not random cracking branches. No, these were deliberate, heavy, human. Crunch, pause, crunch, getting closer. I called out. Nothing, just silence again. My flashlight beam bounced around the trees, catching nothing but branches and shadows. Then I smelled it. Sulfur. Like rotten eggs and burning matches. And then I saw him. He stepped into the edge of the firelight. Tall, impossibly thin, with skin stretched tight over bone. His eyes glowed, not like an animal's in light, but with a soft red pulse. He wasn't wearing clothes, just a kind of cloak made from animal hides. But his feet, they weren't feet. They were hooves, black, split and steaming slightly in the cold night air. My body locked. My mind screamed to run, but I couldn't. It was like being nailed to the ground. The thing, the man, whatever he was, tilted his head and smiled. Not with his mouth, his entire face contorted, as if grinning was unnatural to him. And then he spoke, but not out loud. The words slid into my brain like oil. They weren't in English or any language I knew, but somehow I understood them. You called, and I came. I never called for anything, but looking back, maybe I did. Maybe the pain, the anger, the loneliness. I'd unknowingly invited something dark into my life. The fire suddenly extinguished, plunging everything into blackness. I ran. I don't remember how far or how long, just that I didn't stop until I saw the first light of dawn bleeding through the trees. When I finally made it back to my car, I was scratched, bruised, and one of my boots was gone. My clothes smelled like sulfur, and I had claw marks across my chest. Still do. Doctors couldn't explain them. To this day, I don't hike alone. Hell, I barely sleep without a light on. Believe me or don't, I don't care. But if you ever find yourself deep in the woods and the wind suddenly dies, and you smell something foul, don't run. Don't speak. Because if he thinks you called him, he'll come.